There is one phrase me and you just can't seem to avoid no matter which area of self-improvement we're on. And that is...
Time management.
Time management.
Time management. Time management.
Time management.
Time management.
Time management.
So you're probably thinking what I'm thinking. Is time management possibly the solution to all my productivity issues? Let's start with the situation we're both familiar with. Remember that time you finished a massive assignment in such a short period because the deadline was quite literally staring at you in the face? Then the relief of just, wow, did I just finish that much work in that little time? This, my friends, is called Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law states that work expands as to fill the time available for its completion. Or in simpler words, if you set a certain time to complete a task, the task will take exactly that amount of time. Let's put this into practice now. You sit down, ready to start that one annoying essay. You set an hour to an hour and a half timer, even though you expect it to take you roughly 2 hours, if not more. Your 1 hour timer rings and you notice you're just roughly halfway done. You push on, nonetheless, with that David Goggins mentality. And you finish just over the expected 2 hours. Disappointing, but what really was the issue here? It could have been the subconscious expectation that, hey, that essay would take me 2 hours to complete. It could have been your excessive focus on speed, resulting in a lot of errors and you had to go back and fix. Or is it because you underestimated the complexity of the task? The truth is, it's a skill issue. Nah, of course not. But frankly speaking, I can't say I know what went wrong. Parkinson's Law is helpful, but you can imagine how time blocking a series of 1 hour tasks, each taking 2 hours to complete, can be counterproductive. And if one consecutive hour is inefficient, just break into 2 cycles of the Pomodoro technique, right? Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break, and extend your break period after multiple cycles. This isn't a fault with the technique, but it's more so dependent on the nature of the work being done, or the individual. That 5-minute break just makes it hard to get into the flow again sometimes, and just somehow, that 5 minutes turns into 10 minutes and just, oh boy. Jokes aside though, popular advice suggests to take walks or do chores within those 5 minutes instead. But it doesn't change the fact that those 5 minutes can very well extend beyond 5 minutes.
I mean, I like doing specific chores, and just sometimes I decide to take my time and it can just take longer than it's supposed to.
Comment down your favorite chore, by the way. Mine is easily vacuuming/sweeping. Anyways, perfect 25-minute cycles each time is unrealistic too. I mean, sure, I could pause my timer for a short while. But what if it's a pet or a family member distracting you midway? Especially as a student, it could be an errand your parents randomly need to send you on last minute, and just other circumstances beyond your control. In conclusion, not suitable for every situation, some more than others. If it takes less than 2 minutes to complete, get it done immediately. This rule is personally a major lifesaver. Because the moment I'm done with a few small tasks, I get into that zone and, it just motivates me to complete even larger, more challenging tasks. Or at least that's what I wish happens. This is definitely a skill issue on my side, but sometimes completing numerous small tasks usually gives me a pseudo sense of fulfillment, and I end up wanting to reward myself. Just please tell me I'm not alone on this one. Following this rule is better than having multiple small tasks at the back of my head though, so I can give props where props is due. That small time gap when you're standing in a line, waiting for an appointment, or for food to cook really accumulates throughout your day without you noticing. So making use of these moments is crucial to boost productivity. Ditch the temptation to just mindlessly scroll, which is what usually happens during these periods. Decide to listen to something beneficial instead. Or maybe decide to reply to a few short messages or emails before they build up. I don't know. The possibility varies from individual to individual, but you get the point. The only thing that sucks about this advice is dead time doesn't always allow for tasks you wish to do. A personal scenario is how during commutes or long drives, I like to use that time to read, but the constant motion in whatever vehicle paired with reading is a recipe for a headache. At least personally, and I'm pretty sure that's true for most other people. And let's be real, constantly trying to be productive with every little moment can lead to burnout. Decide to do something during that time, but always get interrupted abruptly. Congratulations, now you have numerous incomplete tasks. Long story short, the self-improvement and time management space is filled with plenty of practical advice. But there's just no one size fits all. So if you're wondering why implementing time management tips tend to fail you and not work perfectly as they should, it's probably because they were never made to. Or at least not time management exclusively.